open your Jupyter Notebook. All of us have the Jupyter Notebook. So we downloaded Anaconda yesterday, right? So from the Anaconda you downloaded yesterday, kindly open the Jupyter Notebook, but that's what we are going to be using. So my Anaconda is loading. So you load yours. So
from the Anaconda, which one is the digital notebook? Is it
this is Anaconda.
Jupyter?
This is Anaconda. Once you open it, this is what you got. This is it. So you scroll down, you have PyCharm. I'm not using the PyCharm. What I'm going to be using is this Jupyter.
Okay, Jupyter.
So you can launch it. You can launch it. There is PyCharm also there, but I'm not using PyCharm. What I'm using is this. So once it finishes loading, it's going to open with a default browser. You're going to open with a default browser. Look at mine. Are you with me?
Yes.
So you're going to open the default browser. This is the default browser. So I'm going to locate that file. The file is just created now. So I'm going to open that file.
So sorry. So mine is giving me. How do you want to open this file? Microsoft Edge. What does?
The browser you think you want to be using to open it. Use the Microsoft Edge. It's okay. Microsoft Edge is okay.
But I'm using Google Chrome always on everything I'm doing. Should I use that one?
Use Microsoft Edge for that one particularly. So you don't have any complaint later on.
Okay.
So then I'll browse for the file. These are my files. These are my documents. So I save mine on the desktop. I save mine on the desktop. I save my file. So this is the desktop. Then this is the folder I just created now. This is it. This is the file I say you should just create now. So I'll open it. Then are we on the same page? I'll open the folder. Then come to new. This is new. Create Python 3. This is Python 3. Come to new. Then click on Python 3. So this is where we'll be writing our Python code. This is where we'll be writing our Python code. This is where we'll be writing our Python code. So do the same thing I did, so we can move on. Is that click? Mr. Kiss, do you want to say something?
Okay. So from the Jupyter, we go to the file.
Yes, this is it now. This is it. This is the home. This is the home. To show you your documents.
Okay.
Documents. So I put mine on desktop. Yes, you're watching what I was doing now. I put mine on desktop. So mine was created on desktop. So from that,
Okay.
I can easily locate it.
Okay.
said, you can also put on documents. You can see all your files. These are all your files. These are all your documents on your system.
Okay.
You choose where to create the folder yourself. So on the desktop. That's why from desktop I open, then this is the folder I created. Then from here I click on new, then click on Python 3. That's all. So I said this is where you'll be writing your Python program. So the untitled, I'm going to rename it as introduction to Python. Then leave it as .ipymb. This is the extension. This is the Python extension. So you can see it at the top showing introduction to Python. Introduction to Python. Introduction to Python.
So when I click my Python for data analysis, when I click the drop down, so I only have Python, conda, base, terminal, console, new file, new folder.
You know Python 3?
No.
When you click on it, what do you have here?
Python.
Python now.
Yeah, I just have Python, conda.
Oh yeah, click on Python. It will open a new, fresh, just like this.
Okay, that is what has happened.
Okay, that means you're on the same page with me now.
Yes.
That untitled, you see untitled, you can rename that untitled. So let's look at the basic introduction.
Please, 1 minute.
Basic introduction. So yeah, I'm going to.
Please, 1 minute.
I'm going to change this code. Here that is showing code. I'm going to use raw. Instead of using code, I'm going to use raw. Just like making a note. I can also use Markdown. But for this note, I'm going to be using raw. Like I said, you can use Markdown also. You can use Markdown. This is Markdown. So I think Markdown is okay. So Python is one of the most popular programming language in the world, and for good reason. It's simple, powerful. So Python basically is very simple to learn, and it has a lot of libraries. You understand? So it has a lot of libraries that one can learn and understand. So like I said, it's simple and it's powerful and has an ecosystem full of what? Tools that make it perfect for data analysis. So next. comment, you can use hashtag, then change it to Markdown. I'll forward this, you don't have to type, I'll forward it to your WhatsApp. So look at how I'm doing bullets, hyphen. I want to make bullet list. You can see where I make the bullet list using hyphen. I'm going to send you this note so you can do yours. So why use Python for data science or data analysis? Easy to learn and use, readable syntax, beginner friendly. Like I said, I'm going to forward you the write-up. You don't have to type, so you don't have to waste most of the time. So I've sent that. So tools you need to learn Python. The tools that you need to use to learn Python. Some of the tools you need. We have Jupyter Notebook. We have VS Code. Then we have Collab. So those are the majorly tools you need for your Python programming as a data scientist. So you need the Jupyter Notebook, you need the VS Code, or make use of Collab. So let me add it here, which I told us, I've sent that yesterday, that everybody should install before coming to today's class. Tools you need. So before you begin,
Alpha Mike.
Sure.
I just want to for you already because me I did the class already. I know say you just even talk to him that.
Make sure you have Python installed.
He will not send you details.
Sorry, Mr. Dan, can I ask a question?
I'm coming. Let me drop this first. Make sure you have Python installed.
Okay, you're going to talk to them later and I'm going to see how much it takes first. Okay.
Preferably Anaconda. I told us to get Anaconda installed yesterday. Then a code editor or ID. We have Jupyter. Jupyter Notebook.
Sharing, because I can't see your screen.
Yeah, I'm sharing. Who is not seeing my screen? Who else is not seeing my screen? So I can reshare. Who else is not seeing my screen? Visual code. Nobody is answering.
I can see your screen.
That means you have to join back. Log out and join back. Google Collab. So these are some of the basic code editor or IDN that you need. So you need basic knowledge of programming. You need basic knowledge of what? Of programming. That is it. So please take note, Python is one of the most popular programming languages in the world. One for good reason. It's simple, powerful, and has ecosystem full of tools that make it perfect for data analysis. So So why use Python for data analysis? Easy to learn and use, readable syntax, and beginner friendly. Powerful libraries like Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. Matplotlib. So we'll be looking at these libraries later on in the class. But what we are doing basically is the basics. So we're running the basics before we move on to the Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. So also community support, massive global community and documentation. Please take notes on that. So these are the tools you need for this class. These are the tools you need. You can use Collab, Google Collab. Google Collab, that means you must work online. But NumPy, Jupyter, you don't have to be online when working with Jupyter. You don't have to be online when working with Jupyter. Make use of your local hosts. You understand? So that is the difference between the both. Change it to Markdown. Anytime you want to make notes, you can use either Markdown or use raw. Anytime you want to write, use what? Code. Are we all together?
Yes. Do you want us?
I've sent the notes to you guys. I've sent. So you can make your own notes and try to follow up. The same way my own is looking. Try. If you have any issue, you let me know. You arrange my notes. If you don't know how I arrange it, ask a question. You can see the way I arrange this one. I put hashtag, then a space. Then why use Python for data analysis? Then I put hyphen. Then the first, then hyphen, the second, hyphen, the third, hyphen, the fourth. After that, you change it to Markdown. So once you change it to Markdown, you hit Control Enter, Control Enter. That's all. That's what I did. So if you want to make a note like that, you can try that. So let me explain these three stuff you have here: the code, the Markdown, and the raw. So let me explain the code. But before moving on to that code,
Sorry, Mr. Dan.
yes, ma'am.
I'm having issues with note making. How do you now make a new notebook?
How do I make what?
Like I've used the Control Enter and then it has gone off.
Is
How
it
do you now make
notebook
it?
or Markdown? Which
Yes,
one?
the Markdown.
The Markdown. You change to Markdown first now. You change your note to Markdown. This is it. This is it.
Then after you change it to Markdown, what else?
Control Enter.
If I do that Control Enter, it's not.
Your Control Enter is not working right now. Or try Shift Enter. If your own is not working, Control Enter. Try Shift Enter.
Okay.
So that other empty box under, did it automatically come out?
This cell.
This cell, okay.
Yeah. You can use Control B is below. If you want to insert below, Control B. If you want to insert above, Control A. You double click on B. If you want to insert below. If you want to insert above, double click on A.
Okay.
So let's go on. So I want to give you a summary of this the Jupyter Notebook we are using. This Jupyter Notebook we are using. So this Jupyter Notebook, we say Jupyter is an open source tools used to create and share documents that contain live code, Markdown, visualization, mathematical equations, and data outputs. So you should be able to know what this software you're using is all about. So let's put a little note on it. So in case you are asked, what is Jupyter Notebook or what is Jupyter? Why are you using Jupyter? the data output. So this is Jupyter Notebook. So it's an open source. It's an open source tool used to create and share documents that contains live code, Markdown, visualization, mathematical equation, data output. So the most popular interface is called what? A Jupyter Notebook. The most popular interface is called a Jupyter Notebook. So let's move on.
Okay, please, can you scroll up a little bit?
Okay. Where are you?
So
Where?
I want to put,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to also write how you did your own writing.
Which one? Which line? Is it the 2?
Yeah, the one before the two log. Yeah,
Okay.
okay. So you have
Not
to
this.
push hash first.
Yes, you have to put then space. If you want bold,
Okay,
if you want it to be bold,
okay, okay, okay.
I want to ask you something. If I can't open my app on my laptop, is it because I did not install it well?
you can open.
If I can't open my app on my laptop, is it because I
Which
did not
one?
install it well?
Which one are you trying to open?
The one you told us to download now.
Which one now? Which one? Is it the Jupyter or Anaconda? Which one are you opening?
Anaconda.
It will open now. Take time to open. You not take much time. Or search for Jupyter on your system. Search for Jupyter.
Okay.
So let's go on. So a Jupyter Notebook is an interactive environment where you can write code in cells. These are cells. This box you're seeing, they are called cells. So where you can write code in cells. Or you run it, then see the output immediately. You see the output immediately. So we'll be using this notebook to test code, to run code, to see outputs. So immediately we can test to see the output of that code. So I'm about to explain these 3 things here. The code. When you talk about the code cell. So anytime you're changing, know why you're changing it. The code cell. Call it code cell. So a code cell.
Sorry,
Where you
1 minute.
write.
1 minute, sorry. When you wrote that code cell, is it that you had to click a place to give you what's the meaning, or you
This is
copied
it.
and put?
This is it. This is it.
Yeah. So you click the code, you just type the code cell, but
Yes.
the meaning of the code cell, did you copy and paste it?
Yes, you
Did you
can copy and
copy
paste. I've sent it to you on your WhatsApp.
Okay, okay. I thought probably you click somewhere, then the
No,
meaning
no, no,
came
no.
out.
Just copy and paste it.
Okay.
So sorry, the hash is for so that the heading can be bolder, right?
Yes. Hash the
Okay.
space. Put space.
Okay.
That is how to make use of the markdown. Markdown for bold header. So A code cell is where you write and run Python code. So when you write a Python code, that's the code cell. So anytime you want to write code, you use code. I mean, anytime you want to write a program, you use code. Anytime you want to make notes, you use a Markdown or raw. Okay, anytime I want to make notes. So let me send us for Markdown. I'm just giving you this thing so you know the interface you're using to work. You know how to make use of it. So I've sent this please, this is a beginner class. If you have any question regarding to this class, don't skip it. Ask. Don't miss the road here. Ask me question.
Okay, so Mr. Dan, I don't know how you need to manage us in terms of maybe we should just be listening. For me, I'm just watching. I've done
Okay.
like one, so I'm just watching so that I don't miss out.
Okay.
Because when we started, I was trying to do mine and I wasn't watching. And you know you are
Okay.
doing it, you are not waiting. So I don't know, maybe you need to give us time to also do our own, then get to do mistakes so that you can help us.
Just have you done the? If you have done 2 or 3,
I've done 2.
you should
I've
be able
done
to
2,
meet
so I'm
me.
just waiting to see other ones.
You should be able to meet me up.
No, but I can't do mine. I need to watch so that I don't
That would be better.
start
You
asking
can
you.
follow me up, then ask me questions.
Okay.
Then ask questions. So later on, you can now complete your own. Because most of us may not be at the same speed. You understand?
Yeah.
That will slow our class a little bit.
Okay.
So let's just follow up, ask questions. Then move deeper. You'll have become experts on it
Okay.
and work. You can use your phone to watch the class, then use your system to understand.
Agree.
Let's go on. The Markdown, this is what I'm explaining now. Now I've been using Markdown to make the title bold. So a Markdown cell is used to write formatted text. So if you want to do border, I want to do italic text, list links, you can make use of the Markdown. So the purpose of the Markdown is to add explanation, titles, instruction. That is the purpose of the Markdown, just to add explanation. Why for the raw notes? So you're going to send that to you. Now I can ask you, what is the major purpose of the raw notes? After the class, you can give me an answer because I've given you everything from this part. So that's one of the major purpose of the using the raw note, then using the Markdown. So a raw note is the content you don't want the notebook to render out. You don't want the notebook to render it or execute it. So
Mr. Dan,
yes, sir.
this my Jupyter Notebook is not opening. It's seeing it's
Open
giving
from
me error
Anaconda.
notification.
Open it from Anaconda.
I tried that from an account, it's not opening too.
When
It's
did you use
giving me
that?
error notification. It's been long. I use it though.
Snap. Let me see. Snap the error. Let me see. But it's not what I will do now.
Or should I update?
Snap it
Should I
and send.
update it? Okay.
You can update or snap. Let me see.
Okay, I'll snap. Thank you.
So let's move on. So now you know the basic is Jupyter Notebook. Like I told you, this box now, this place you are typing is called cells. You can add this cell, you can add below, I'll add above. So if you want to add below, use B. Use B to add below. You see? Use B to add. You can add cells. Then if you want to delete, use D. D to delete. D. Type D. But before you type D, make sure that you do not click inside like this. It should be outside like this. Do you understand? If you want to use delete, or you use this. Delete here. Delete here. This delete. So this is what I was explaining. Below, use B. Then above, A. If you want to put the cell above, A. So if you want to move the cell, if you want to move it, you can use a Control Shift down. If you want to take it up, Control Shift up. Then you can use this to create duplicates. You want to make duplicates and create duplicates. So take note of that. You want to add multiple cells. Maybe after this one now, yeah, from here now, maybe you want to add cells inside. Do you see? After you finish work, that you want to put some explanation, you want to do some code after everything, you can put cells in between. You can add cells in between the code. So double D, delete, double B below. So that is that for Markdown. Then the intro to Jupyter, code cell. Any question before I move further? Any question? Any question? Any question?
Yes, please. Sorry, I missed out where you said how to add cells in between.
How to add cells in between? Just click on the cell you want to add the cells. So you can use this plus sign here below. If you want to put it above, click here. This below. This below.
Okay.
Add as many you want to add. So to delete, double D. Double D.
Okay.
So double D delete. That is that. Any question? Any question before we move on? So now we know basics of Python. Like I said, Python is a popular programming language. Let's say it's the most popular programming language, and its ability of having multiple libraries is what makes it unique. That ability for multiple libraries, and you can use Python on. You can use it on Mac. You can use it on Linux. You can use it on Windows system. So depending on any system you have, you can make use of it. Either Windows, Mac, Linux. So you can use that. And for some of us that have done SQL, even though you did not do SQL before, you understand it. For some of us that have done SQL before, it's still similar to that. The syntax are like English, so it's still similar to the SQL that you've done. So, but if you have not done SQL, you still understand it 100%. I'm not taking it from advanced, I'm taking it from basic. So I'm taking it from basic. So whether you've done any programming or you have not done any programming, you understand everything we are going to be doing here. Okay? Can I move on? So the first thing I'm going to be explaining is assignment operator. Should I go on? Should I go on? Move on, right?
Yes. Yes, Mr. Dan, please, I want to ask something. This is your own Jupyter that you opened and you're working on, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's not like it's on any of these apps like Google Chrome or anything.
You say what?
And it's not like it's from any of these apps. It's the Jupyter
No, no.
app
This
you're
is
using.
this is my Jupyter notebook now.
Okay, all right, no problem.
So if nobody responds, it means that we continue and continue and continue. Nobody should bring me back. If I ask, are you any question I did not ask, did not say no, did not say yes, that means you feel that I can go on. That's just it. That's the meaning of that. If you not ask question in my class, it means that you're following me, that I should go on, I should keep moving. So let's go on. Then assignment operator. So the assignment operator, we use equal sign. It's used to assign values to a variable in Python. So use assignment operator to assign variables. Take note. You need to assign variables. You assign values to a variable in Python. Use the assignment operator to assign values to a variable in Python. So I'm going to give you an example of it. Example. This is the basic syntax. This is the syntax of it. This is the syntax. Variable name equals what? Equals value. Variable name equals value. What does this mean? It stores the value on writes store the value on the writes into the variable on the left. Into the variable on the left. Example: x equals 10. Name equals faith. So let me ask now, which one is the value and which one is the variable? Oh yeah. Whose
X
value, which
is the
variable?
variable, 10 is the value.
You say what?
X is the variable, 10 is the value.
Then the equal sign is the operator, the assignment
Yeah.
operator. Good. So I just want to show us the. So please take note of this. X and name. Variables. Then 10 and faith. They are what? Values. So let's move on. You don't understand? I don't understand. I don't understand. So there's something I've been using which I want to explain to you. It's called comments. So let's move on. Python comments. So what is a comment? Comment can be used to explain Python code. Comment can be used to explain Python code. Comments can be used to explain Python code. So take note of it. Python,
So I did not look for the assignment operator. You already dropped for comment.
the assignment operator.
Yes.
This one is simple to type now. It's not long.
Please drop notes, Mr. Dan, please.
What is that?
No, I said, please, you can drop the notes, please, for the assignment operator, please. Thank
I've
you.
dropped it already. I've dropped it. So let me change it to Markdown. Markdown. So comments can be used to explain Python code. Comments can be used to make the code more readable. Comment can be used to prevent execution when testing code. So you can use Python to prevent execution when testing code. Next, how do we create comment? Comments starts with a hash. So start a comment with a hash, and Python will ignore them. So Python will ignore them. So we start comment with hash. We start comment with what? With hash. So that is a comment. So example of this comment can be something like this. Let's say, let me give us an example. Let me give us an example. That one is another example. The one I just did now is example. Let me give you another one. Assign assign 20, or let's say assign 30 to y. Assign 30 to y. So that means y equals what? Equals 30. Then we use print to execute the code. Print statement to execute the code. Print y. So you can see that y is what? Y is 30. So we use the print to execute the statement. I mean the code. We want to execute it. We want to bring out the outputs. To make use of what? The print. Make use of print statement. So the print statement will retrieve the back what? The outputs. So any question? Making use of the comment. So you can use the hash for the comment. I'm making use of hash for the comment. So next topic. Variables. Variables. What are variables? Based on the explanation I gave before, what are variables? Who can tell us? How can you classify variables? Who is working with me? Who is working with me? What are variables? Nobody?
Variables are what we use to store value.
Yeah, correct. So, can say variables are containers. They are containers for what? For storing data values. Guys, number one thing you need to know about what? About variables. Next, Python. Python has no command Python have no command for declaring a variable. Python have no command for declaring a variable. Variable is created the moment you first assign a value. So take note of that. Variable is created the moment you first assign a value to it. The moment you first assign a value to it. A variable is created the moment you first assign a value to it. So I've given us example of a variable, an example of what? A value. So I can still put another one here. Country equals Nigeria. Print country. So which one is variable and which one is value? Another person. Which one is variable and which one is value? Variable are container. Variable are container for storing values. So country is what? Variable. So please take notes. Know the difference between a variable and what? And a value. Know the difference between a variable and a value. So there are should I say now the rules of variable names. You can call them rules of variable names. A variable name must start with a letter or underscore character. I will send that to us. A variable name cannot start with a number. So you can't start a variable name with a number. Okay? A variable name can only contain alphanumeric character and underscore. Then a variable name are case sensitive. They are case sensitive variable names. So if it's a letter, a small letter, then a small letter and a capital letter, they are of these different things. You understand? Small letter A and capital letter A, they are two different things. That's what Python is telling you in variable names. Variable names cannot be of any Python keywords. What are the keywords? Else, if, and, or. Those logical statements. You understand? So variable name cannot be of any of the Python keywords. So let me send that to us. Rules of variable. Variable name can have short name like XY, which I've made use of. I've made use of Y here. And I've made use of X here. So variable name can be short, can be rules of variable names. So we know this now. So let me give us a try. We have two types of variable names. One is illegal and one is legal variable. So I will type something. You tell me if you fall under legal. You tell me if you fall under illegal. You tell me based on these notes given to you now. So let's say something like this. Is this legal variable or illegal? Can we write a variable name like this?
It's illegal.
Illegal. Why do you say it's illegal?
Because the comment must start with hash.
Eh? What do you say? I'm listening, you. Before I can answer something else. Why do you say it's illegal? Talk. Let me correct you.
Because I don't think a comment can have space in between.
Okay, because of this space. This space here, my space name. So variable name cannot have space in between. You understand? So that makes it what? Illegal. You understand? That is illegal variable name. So let's go on. Next.
So now please can you post the notes you had before the variable name?
Which one?
Yes, this one like variable. Yes, this one you started with variables.
So the person that answered the first one, another person should answer this one. So what variable is this? Legal or illegal?
Illegal.
Okay. Why do you say illegal?
Variable cannot start with numbers.
Okay, variable cannot start with number. Okay. What is this? I'm waiting. Legal or illegal? Nobody want to answer.
Illegal.
Legal.
Legal.
Okay, legal. Okay, good. That is legal. Maybe I should make this class fun. I'm going to dummy for this class. Go sleep. Okay, and sleep. Next, let's say we have. What is this?
Is it legal?
Eh?
It's illegal.
Illegal. That is not illegal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because he has an
It's
ID.
legal.
Illegal.
Not understood.
Illegal variable. Don't go and use that one to do legal variable. It will give you error. And I will not be there. So that's all. I'll give you example. I'll give you assignment on that. You differentiate legal and illegal variable for you. But make sure you read through these rules. Once you get through these rules, forget you get the legal out and the illegal out. So remember that Variable names are what? They are case sensitive. You know, I told you that this one, you can see these three things now, they are different. These three different age, they are different. One have small letter, one start with capital letter, the other one have capital letter also. So there are three different things. You understand? So if I want to call out any of them, it's going to be separately. Yes. So should I go on? Should I go on?
Yes.
I told us that variable
Yes, you
names
can. Yes,
are
you can.
case
Go on.
sensitive, and also you can use double quotes or single quotes. You can make use of double quotes or single quotes. Single quote is allowed, double quote is allowed. Take note of that. Single quote is allowed, double
Good.
quote is allowed. So take note.
So,
Don't mind if I'm using the double quote, because sometimes I'm going to use single quote. Don't ask me why I'm using single quote. Now I'm telling you that it can either be single or double quote. It can either be single or double quote. Next,
Madam, can you please this example? Sorry.
you're not typing. You want me to send everything.
I'm not typing. No, I don't know what's wrong with my system. It's not open.
Open notepad now, so you can, because sometimes if you copy and paste it give you error sometimes, so you have to be typing so that you can be able to be identifying error. I'm telling you the real truth. All this I'm sending to you, you want to start doing code and I'm pasting code on this WhatsApp. If you copy and paste sometimes it will give you error. Me, I can send it, but sometimes also try and type it too, so we can be able to identify that error. So let's go on. Done. Let's move on to assigning um assign multiple variables. Assign multiple variables. So under it, we are going to look at how we can do many values to multiple variables. Many values. So somebody can give me an example of this now. Say many values to multiple variables. Somebody can give me an example. Anybody in the house? Many values to multiple variables. Anybody? Python allows you to assign values to multiple variables. So how can we get many values to multiple variables? Many values, multiple variables. Anybody? So nobody. So let's say we have x, y, z equals, we have Nigeria, we have UK, we have US. Do you see that? So if I print x, what would f return? So you can see that x return Nigeria, y return UK, then z return US. Please, when doing this thing, make sure the number of variables matches the values. You can't have four variables and have 6 values. You understand? If you do that, you have an error. You will have an error if you do that. Make sure the number of variables matches the number of values, or the number of values matches the number of variables that you have. Take note of that. Take note of that. You want me to go on? Let's go. Should I go on? Should I go on?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So next, one value to multiple, somebody will answer this one, to multiple variables. You can assign the same value to multiple variables. Somebody should do it. You can do it. Tell me what to do. Let me give you stats. A, B, A, B, C. So next, so you can assign what? Did I get it? So let's go. Equals B, nobody want to talk. Then C equals Nigeria. Then print A, print B, then print C. So everything returns what? Nigeria. Assigning one value to multiple variables. Everything returns Nigeria. Everything returns Nigeria. Everything returns Nigeria.
I was thinking it's comma.
It's not comma. Comma is for the first one. Everything returns Nigeria. Any question? Any question? These are basics, so ask your question.
Basically.
Ask your question.
Okay.
These are basic questions. Ask question. Ask. Before you enter the main cocoa. Ask me your question before you enter the main. Before you enter the main scene. Okay. So let's look at unpacking. Unpacking. Unpacking the collection in Python. Unpacking the collection in Python. Unpacking the collection in Python. Unpacking a collection in Python. So let's take this example. Let's do fruits. Let's do fruit, apple. Then banana. Then we have cherry. Then let's unpack. X, Y, Z equals fruits. Then you can now unpack. You know, initially, if I print out fruit return. Let me show you something. If I print out fruits, if I say print fruits, if I say print fruits, you see what fruits return? Return apple, banana, and what? And cherry. Now, if I start want to unpack, I can now print it individually, one by one. You can see, unpacking means extracting individual elements from a list or a collection of tuple or sets. So, if I want to unpack now, I can say X. If I unpack X, X return was apple. Do you see that? If I say print Y, print Y. Y return banana. So then print Z. Z return cherry. So next, extended unpacking with what? With asterisk. With asterisk. Extended unpacking with asterisk. You can use the asterisk to collect remaining values into a list. You can use it to collect remaining value into a list. So let's take example. Numbers equals, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this is a list of numbers. So let's I want to print only 1. How do we get only 1? Who can tell us? How do we print out only 1? You know, we have 1 to 5. How do we extract just 1? So we can extract just 1 using let's say let's say A, comma asterisk B. What it means is that I can print after printing 1. Then asterisk B means that I print every other thing. Asterisk B means what? Print every other thing. Then equals numbers. So I can now print it out. So if I print A will return 1. You can see A will return 1. And if I print B will return every other thing. You can see that from 2 to 5 using that asterisk. It also go in opposite. You can do it in another way again. So I can say asterisk A, comma B. Who can tell us the meaning of this one?
We have to print only B.
What will A return first? What will A return?
A return, I think from 1 to 4.
1 to 4. Okay. Then B.
The last one, 5.
Then let's move on. Let's do another one. Let's say we have A, comma B. I mean asterisk B. Then C equals number. Come down. Equals number. So what will A return? what will A return?
1.
A return 1. Then what will B return?
Yeah. 2 to 4.
2 to 4. What will C return?
5.
Thank you. Any question? These are basics. These are basics. These are what? They are basic.
How did you do this one that A asterisk A comma B equals to number, right? You printed A first.
Yes. These are basic things you need to know. Basic things you need to know before you move deeper into it. You need to understand all this first.
What we cause it to show error? Mine is showing error.
Yeah, what you type now? Check what you type. Check what you type. I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay, so let's go on. So that is that on unpacking.
Mr. Dan.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dan, please can you scroll up a little bit from
Where?
just up a little bit? Okay. So the asterisk, asterisk is supposed to be like all.
Sure.
Is the asterisk like all? You are trying to give asterisk means all values, Abi? Just like
yes. You
okay.
want to be printing every other values apart from if you want to select one, you don't need to put the asterisk.
Okay.
So you can use the asterisk to collect the remaining values. Can see that?
Okay, but not all, just what is remaining.
The remaining.
Okay.
Anyone that have the asterisk will bring out the remaining values.
Okay.
So next, data type. I'm moving. Don't forget we have targets to finish this class. Basically, what we're supposed to start with is NumPy. You understand? But you guys need to get used to Python first. That's why I'm taking us basic. You get? So what we're supposed to do, Python for data science. You understand? So, but some of us don't have the basic background of Python. So that's what I'm trying to build. So everybody will have, like, they are friendly with the code, the interface. You understand? So we'll now start going to our own areas. Get? So we have not start our course actually. We're just learning the basics. So if you don't get these basics now, you're going to have problem in the your own particular areas. That is your NumPy, your pandas. So you're going to be having issue there. So master these basics that we are teaching now. Ask any question you need to ask on this video. Because some of the things we'll be doing here is going to be like repetition, but it's in an advanced way. You understand? So just try, ask question. I'm here to assist. So let's move on to data types. Data type, Python data type. What do you understand by data types? What do you understand by data type? Anybody?
I don't know how to put it, but I think they are those date functions, text. Are we right?
Okay, try.
Yeah, like integers. We have integers. We have the voucher.
Those are the types. Those are the types. Those are the types of
And we have
data
the
type.
yeah.
Yeah,
We have the
you're
one.
correct. Both of you are correct. But what you should keep in mind is that data type define the values in a variable hold. The values a variable hold. You understand? So data type define the type of value a variable hold. Are you following? Data type define the value a variable hold. So take note of that. Data type define the values a variable hold. So we have different types of. So I'll be asking us. You will tell me the categories that this data type fall in. So if I have something like this, for example, I have x equals 5. Who can tell us the data type? Who can tell us the data type? We have numeric. We have under numeric. You have integer. You have float. You have complex. Under numeric, you have integer. You have float. You have complex. Maybe I should do it like that so I
So this
understand
is
it. You understand it better before I ask you this question. Let's do it like that. So let me start with numeric. Numeric. Numeric type. So there are 3 numeric types I like to show us. Somebody should give me an example of integer. Example of integer. We have ints. Somebody should give me an example of integer. X equals 10. X 10. This what? Integer. Somebody should give me an example of float. Floating point. Y equals 3 point what?
3.5.
3.5. So this is floating. Then complex. Complex.
That's an L.
You say what? Complex here is different from the one of R programming.
Oh, okay.
So complex here is let's take example of, let's say A equals 2 plus 4j. So that j is imaginary parts. The j is what? Imaginary parts. So that is complex. Those are the types of numeric we have. We have the integer, we have the float, and we have the complex type. Next, we have text. We have the text type. So on the text type, x equals hello. This is a text type. Understand? This is text type. Then we have Boolean. Boolean type. Example of Boolean type. C. Are we there? C. True. That is example of what? Of Boolean. The Boolean type. Any question? So I also explained to us the sequence type. We have the sequence type. Under the sequence type, we have list, we have tuple and range. We have sequence type. Sequence type. So under the sequence type, we have lists, which I'm going to be taking us one after the other. This sequence type, we'll do it one after the other. We have lists. We have tuple. We're going to look at the properties of these ones in this class. We have tuple. Then we have range. We have range. Example of lists. Example of lists. Let's say you have x equals 1, 2, 3, 4. This example of list. What makes it a list is that square bracket. The square bracket. Then tuple. Like I said, we are going to come back one after the other in this list, tuple, range. So we have a tuple. Let's say we have a, then equals. So tuple go with open brackets. Open brackets. So you can see they are different. Tuple go with what? With open bracket. Then the range. For range, why disturbing me? Allow me to do my class. Range, we have b equals range 5. So this is example of sequence types. Sequence type. So there are many types of what? Data types we have. So for you to check the data types, for instance, now you run a code and you want to confirm if truly that stuff is integer, if it's text, if it's Boolean, you can use what? Type. Use type function to check the data types. Use type function to check what's data type. Type checking. So use type functions to check the data type. Use type function to check the data type. There are many data types. We have mapping. We have mapping. We have a binary type. We have set type. So you can check those ones. Under mapping, you have dictionary. Under set type, you have sets. You have frozen sets. So then under binary type, we have memory view. Under binary type, we have bytes. So you can check all those other ones later on. So that is that on the data types. On the data types. Like I said, if you want to check it, you use type. For instance, now, example of what I mean by checking it is that, for instance, if I say x equals 100, what type of data is this one?
It's integer.
Huh?
It's integer.
Integer. So let's confirm if it's truly integer. Then you say print what? Print type.
There's double N.
Print type. Then open bracket X. You can see that. Class what? Class int. So that is how you make use of what? Make use of type function. You can use to confirm if truly it's int, string, so whatever stuff you want to, you can use that to check. Any question? Any question? And I told the complex number, the letter J is what? Who can tell us? Letter J is what? Imaginary parts. Don't forget. The letter J is imaginary parts. For that complex number, letter J is imaginary parts. So let's move on. Next. Type conversion. Huh?
Is it imaginary
Parts.
parts? Okay.
Yes.
PH.
The letter J.
PH.
The letter J.
Okay.
This letter J here. For this complex. This one. This letter J.
Yes.
Imaginary parts.
Okay.
Just like for those that did the what is it called, R with me. So you know what to use for R. So you can convert from one type to another with int, float, and complex method. You can convert from one type to another. You can convert from one type. You can convert from one type to another with int, float, and complex. So let's take example of this. So let's take example of this. X equals 1. X equals 1. Then y equals 4.5. Then y equals 4.5. Then z equals 3g. Then z equals 3g. This int, this floats, and this is what? Complex. And this is what? Complex. Convert from int to float. How do you convert from int? To float? To convert from int to float. Let's bring out a new variable name. Let's name it C equals float what? Float x. So let's execute and see. Print C. You can see that C is not what? 1.0. So I've converted that one. I've converted the 1 to float. Who can do this? Who can do that for us?
B is equal to
B equals to
equals to int
Sir, sorry, please, I can't see your screen again.
join back.
open bracket Y.
Int,
Open bracket Y.
join back. You cannot see my screen. Jump back.
then print B. Okay. Print B.
Four. So the 4.5 I've changed to what? To 4. Convert from int to complex. Who want to try this?
A is equal to complex
X.
Complex.
Then print what?
Print A.
So you can see that. But take note of this. You cannot convert complex number into another number what? Type. Take note. You can't convert complex number into another number type. You can't convert complex type into another type. So next, random number. Random number. So for you to make use of this random number, you will import random. Because Python does not have a random function to make a random number. But Python has a built-in module called random. So for you to make use of this random number, you must import what? Random. You must import random. So I'm going to import random. So now after importing random, can I decide to do the random number? I can say print random dot rand range open bracket 1 comma 30. Let's see. No attributes rand range. Let's see. Random range. Okay. Arrange. I didn't range. So that is it. 1 to 30. You can bring out anything from 1 to 30. You can bring out any number from 1 to 30. That is the meaning of that random number. Any number from 1 to 30. Any question? And question. We have a few minutes left for the class. Any question? Okay, let's go. Boolean. So Please no question. Boolean function. So Boolean represents one of two values. That is true or false. Remember. Boolean. When you say Boolean. Huh?
So when you did print random, it can bring out any number.
Yes.
Okay.
From 1 to 30.
Okay.
So Boolean is what? True or what? Or false? True or false? So let's take example of Boolean. Let's say we have A equals 30, B equals 20. So let me ask now. Let's try print A greater than what? B. What will it return?
True.
Huh?
Yes, true.
Okay. Next, A equals print A equals B. What will it return?
False.
Use two equal sign. Two equal sign. Not one. Two. For you to make equal sign. You know the first equal sign is assignment operator. So use two equal sign. Two equal sign. Then let's go on. Print A less than equal to B. That true?
Is false.
False. Print A greater than equal to B. True. Print A not equal B. True.
Okay.
That is Boolean for you. Boolean for you. Boolean function. Boolean function. Woo. Boolean function. Are you done?
This thing that you used before, this what you used before the first time, what's that?
Which one?
No, the last one. No, the last one.
This one?
It's more like an exclamation mark.
Not equal
That's
to
A,
exclamation mark.
not equals to exclamation mark.
Okay.
Are you true? Are you done? Let's go on.
Sir, this can I ask a question?
Yeah, I can ask.
Why is it that we're making use of Jupyter, not Visual Studio Code?
Okay, Jupyter is mostly for data science library. We make use of it for writing,
Okay.
for doing data analysis. You're doing data analysis. It's
Okay.
what you should use to do your code.
Okay.
Why Visual Studio Code is for maybe web development. All those people are doing web developer. Those guys coding. So they use mostly of, but not that
Okay.
you cannot use to write code. You can also use to write code. Understand? But for you into data field, for you that are into data field, you're studying data analysis, data science, the ones that are common for you is Jupyter Notebook, Google Colab, then you have PyCharm. Those ones are the ones that I can recommend for you. Understand?
Okay.
But you can also write your code using Visual Studio Code. But we don't use that. The one that is common for us there is Colab and Jupyter Notebook, then PyCharm. Those are ones you are using.
Are they almost the same thing? Like
They are the same thing. Yeah, they are the same
once
thing.
you know Jupyter, you can know the collab.
Yeah, they are the same thing. So let's move on. Python if-else statements. Python if-else statements. So the if-else structure allows you or allows program to make decisions based on conditions. Based on conditions. So I'm going to be giving us the syntax. So the syntax says what? I have one more here. Okay. That is. If condition, code to run if condition is true. Else, code to run if condition is false. So let's take this where I'll stop. This where I'll stop. Let's take example. Age. Age equals 18. So the question here said that if the age is greater than equal to 18, eligible to vote. Else, not eligible. So eligible to vote, else not eligible. So based on the syntax given to us, so the condition says that age is what? 18. So let's see if that person that is 18 is eligible to vote. Let's see, let's test and check if it's eligible to vote. So if age greater than equal to what?
Equals to greater than
18, then semicolon.
print
Then what code do you want to return it true? Print
eligible.
you are
Eligible.
eligible to vote. Then else print you are not eligible to vote. So what do you think it will return based on this?
Eligible to vote.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we have 5 minutes to go for this class. Just 5 minutes. So for these 5 minutes, let me do a review of the class. A review. Just from the back. What we just did today. We started by introduction to Python. I told us Python is one of the most popular programming language in the world. So what makes it very common is very more popular is it's very easy for us to learn, and the syntax are also readable and it's user friendly. And it also have libraries like pandas, numpy, matplotlib, and seaborn. You understand? Those are some of the libraries. Yeah, so we have tools you need for the program to commence, which is the Python. You can install the Anaconda or use the Jupyter. You can see Jupyter Studio Code, then use what? Collab. So we are making use of the what? The Jupyter Notebook. Make use of Jupyter Notebook. So, and I explain what Jupyter Notebook is. Jupyter Notebook is what? It's an open source tool used to create and share documents that contain live code, Markdown, visualization, mathematical equation, then data output. So, then I also explain the Jupyter Notebook that is an interactive environment where you can write code in cells, run it, and see the output immediately. So here we have the code cell. This is it. This is the code cell. This one. If you change it to code, you won't be able to make notes. So a code cell is where you write and run Python code. Where you write and run Python code. Then we have Markdown. So the Markdown cell is used to write, format text. If you want to format your text, you use the Markdown to do that. So making this text bold, it was done using what? Markdown. Look at it. Using then space, then Markdown cell. So move to raw note convert cell. So you can use this one. If you don't want your code to be readable or executed, use this one for it. So then we'll now move on to assignment operator. So I told you that the equal sign is the assignment operator for Python. So then we'll move to variables and values. So x is what? The variable name. Y10 is what? The value. And the equal sign is what? The assignment operator. So we'll now move that again to um, Python comments. Explaining comments. A comment can be used to explain Python codes. We need a variable, then variable names, um, unpacking a collection in Python, data types, type checking, type conversion, Boolean function. Then we are on what? On if else statement. So please make sure you go over everything we covered today. So by next class, which is Monday, that will be Monday. So you can cover more. Please make sure you're able to cover this one that we did today. Now, fourth assignment to us. If you miss any class, watch the video, recorded video before the next class. Watch the recorded video in the next class. And for video recording, you can install for your own self. You can install vocal screen recorder. Vocal. If you want to record your screen yourself, you can install this software. You can install this. For me, I'll also try to record and drop the link on the group so you can watch the video also. Like the today class now, I recorded this class. This is 2 hours. This class now is for 2 hours. So I have to post it.